right, buddy? Nathan, you okay?
I mean, I tease him about the money. How much are you spending this week? You know, I tease him about the expense of racing. It's a hard sport. It's so mental and it's so physical. They have to be both prepared. And Nathan understands that. He truly does.
Oh, really? I guess he was pushing the limits. Oh, I literally this. Oh, just the pressure that was on my trap was not good. I've had a few decent crashes over the course of my career. Oswego Speedway definitely being the primary one, where that very night I was like, I need to see a chiropractor because, like, I have some pain and I need that fixed quickly. We're going to Greenwood Family Chiropractic. It's a chiropractor here in Greenwood, Indiana. I need to go to chiropractor. My body is all kinds of messed up, and I can feel it in my neck and my lower back just from racing over the course of the last couple of years. Just things compound over time, and crashes certainly don't help with that. You don't really feel the crashes in the moment, and very rarely. It was only one time when I had a pretty big crash at Oswego Speedway in a super modified. I did feel that one afterwards.
Y-axis adjustment. It'll help us to get more global movement all the way down the spine, help open up each joint and nerve root this way too.
I love this one.
And we'll get a couple test tractions here with you first. Excellent. Now, key thing with getting adjusted too, especially for what you do, is the reaction time. You need to be able to quickly react when you're at those high speeds and those G's that you're in. So getting that nervous system connectivity is going to make you have a higher advantage this way, being able to move a lot quicker at a neurologic level. So I like that for you.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Never really thought about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being able to go to Greenwood Family Chiropractic and essentially get on the protocol where I can actually start not only to help with the problems, but actually fix some of the problems that I have. And going forward, just do regular maintenance to make sure my body's working in 100% function. That's something that I really prioritize, so I take that very seriously and try to go as consistently as possible. Yep, appreciate it, sir.
My pleasure. Make sure you enjoy your weekend.
Yep, thank you.
Adjustment.
All right.
Until next time.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
All right, have a great one. We'll see you next time.
You too, thank you.
Nathan's had plenty of times to go and show up at a racetrack and have to figure it out. So what's one more time? And that's what we did.
In a car like this, if you're not taking a corner flat out, you're making a speed adjustment. And if you're making a speed adjustment, especially if it's high speed, it's going to take a lot of skill. So I think this car is going to be the most challenging car to really take to the limit at this track. In my mind, I feel like maybe people see that if I'm a little bit too calm, oh, it means I don't care. No, I'm trying to keep the big picture perspective that they've taught me. Yeah, I can't go too fast.
I'm on rolling power the whole way through there, and then when you did that lift, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
we almost
yeah.
had at the front straightaway, when you were going to the inside,
Yeah.
and that cheesy T-car went like this, I went, oh, shit, and I went,
It certainly felt that he dumped me. In the moment, it felt like it was a retaliatory move. I immediately tried to calm myself and recenter myself and say, well, what if he didn't do it on purpose? Or I can just ask him, like, what's the point of, like, I can just have a conversation with him. If you are going for the crossover and you do have that acceleration, you have to be wary. Yeah, you have to be wary of where I am right there. But I appreciate you letting me know what happened.
yeah, I don't try to race like that.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you do that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Ran our race, and then on the restart it kind of got crazy, and we had an opportunity to kind of tag a little bit. And we'll let the officials who decides who keeps this one, or if we switch or not, or we don't know.
Most drivers get put into the wall. They're going to immediately get angry, go cuss out the other guy, and have a all hands up hellfire approach at mending the situation. Nathan is missing that fire sometimes.
Nathan was struggling and he was getting frustrated, but Nathan is at the stage in his career and his professional development that he wants to be fully engaged in the process.
I obviously made a mistake. I need to learn from my mistake. And obviously you don't want to make mistakes all the time, because if you're constantly learning from your mistakes, that just means you're a loser and you don't win anything. Like, it's hard to extract, like, what part of my calmness and my peace, like, ever since I was 5 years old, I've known God and I've had a relationship with Him, and I've never really known a situation where I haven't had that innate peace that, like, no matter what happens, it's going to be all right. I don't know what product that is, like, is personality, and what part of that's faith. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it weren't for God and what Jesus has done in my life, and He's got me through a lot of hard times.
Can you talk to us a little bit about your mother? Was that hard for you?
Nathan's mom was challenging. She passed away when Nathan was 13 years old. It's impossible for it not to be impactful when you lose a parent at a relatively young age. It was probably ultimately for the better, because it removed what had sometimes was a very chaotic part of his life. The emotions come from not being able to fully understand what my kids went through. And it leaves me feeling a little bit deficient as a father.
As a father, he can only say and do so much, and do so much encouraging.
You can tell by my unwillingness to speak the answer to that question. You have to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, then why do you deserve the opportunity when someone else is working harder than you? I have to make sure I'm the guy that deserves the opportunity because I'm the guy that's working the hardest in the weight room.
Yesterday, we filled the fuel cell up because it had a small leak at IRP, which again, I was unaware of until a few days ago. And we filled it up yesterday, and we came in this morning and it had a giant puddle underneath it. There's more leaks in it than you could ever try and repair. So they're getting us a new one and they're getting it picked up. But like I said, we don't pick it up till tomorrow morning, 9, 10 a.m., something like that. And we're gonna have to get it in the car and get it, the engine's still back there having valves replaced for another issue that happened. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, especially when you're, you're the owner of the business, things are gonna get done. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Yes, I'm freaking out that it might not happen, but come hell or high water, one way or another, I'm gonna make this shit happen. This is what we do. So it's, if it means we have to be here till midnight tomorrow night to get this car put together, that's what we're gonna do.
Rich Vogler was a very accomplished race car driver, but IndyCar was a new step for him. And he was not an established guy when Dad first took him to Indianapolis.
There was a guy who, when he raced, he just strapped on the car and ran with it. That's how I always describe Rich Vogler. That's how he raced. We started midget racing, and Rich Vogler was our driver.
Being able to race in the Rich Vogler Classic is definitely an honor, and it's a privilege to be able to race at Winchester in the first place, but under the banner of the Rich Vogler Classic, Memorial Classic, that's an even bigger honor because he was a part of my family's legacy early on. This is how we got our start, through midget racing with Rich Vogler, and to be able to race for him, essentially. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're racing for Rich Vogler and for what he did for the sport, and I'm racing personally for what he did for my family and getting us started in the 500, and sort of me being that fulfillment of what he started for the family is something that's really special.
Last night, just when you get fired, make sure you're up close. So when you're under yellow, you get a few laps under. You get a few laps under yellow, you get some heat in it. It's hot enough outside, you'll not worry about it. Just give it a couple easy laps.
I started watching the right front in the middle of three.
I think dropping pressures on both sides, both right sides would do that, right?
Yeah.
Drop the right front, it'll give you a little more bite.
Yeah.
And you drop the right rear, it'll give you less bite, right?
Yeah. Yeah. As long as we don't bottom.
Yeah. Well, I already raised the rear to keep that from happening.
Yeah.
So does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Yeah. That should work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Drop both of these 1 pound, both right sides.
Looking good, buddy. Looking good.
Do we need somebody else's torque wrench to get the tires off?
Are you on the brakes? Hold brakes. Hard brakes. Somebody hold the car. Ready? Got it.
All right, look it up.
Hey! Stop! Wrong way. Go, 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 go. Torque this one. I did. Go.
So the stagger dropped from 4 inches to 3 inches when we put the new set on, right? It was supposed to be 4, it came in at 3. So we're gonna go back to that because he said it was much better.
It was really good, really good before.
The session before, we dropped the right side a full pound on the right, and the car was much better. Not this time, the time before.
And we raised it so that was not
And
bottoming.
I went 6 turns of preload because I couldn't turn the shock. I couldn't turn the shock tower, so I did it with the weight jacker. You looked way better than anybody else down in 1 and 2.
With the 4 inches of stagger.
Yeah, like the session before this, where you could just drive
because you're
through
driving in, and then when it starts, the weight starts to transfer, you're getting back on the stagger to help you rotate off.
Yeah.
I don't want the 3 7/8. I'm good with.
Yeah.
Don't go under that right now.
No.
If the car's super tight, which it was, then it means all the, like, it's just not turning. And if I wanted to turn, I have to work the right front more. And the right front gets more wear, especially if you work it really, really hard. You start slipping it too much, then you're just killing tire life for no reason. And I should have realized.
I try to keep up as much as I can, but there's so many racing words and concepts, like lift, like he's like, this guy's pulling me, and like, what do you mean he's pulling you? He's like, he's towing you or something like that? I don't understand what he means when he says that. And eventually I learn it, but even like today, he's explaining things to me. I'm trying to keep up with him, I'm trying to learn it, but it's not easy.
Dad said if you want to help, you can get the front tires off.
What?
If you want to help, you can get the front tires off.
I don't know how to do that.
Ready to show us what you got? Let's do this.
One or two little things goes wrong, and all of a sudden we don't make the show.
Gotta go deeper. Good job, bud. Two more right there.
I just didn't realize how deep I could go into turn 3 because the entry was really good. It was just getting on power on the exits. That's where like we almost had a little bit too much rear grip and not enough front grip. I mean, I was full throttle earlier in both ends than I was before.
You're gonna have to go hard from the start.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a sprint race.
Come on, Bird!
You gotta go. All right, buddy, go.
Green flag, go, 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 go. Clear all around. You're clear. Clear all around.
All you got. That's as tight as I can make it up right now. If the car is loose, turn the weight jackers to the left. Which tire is it, David? Which tire? Left rear, flat. Wheel nut sheared off.
It was doing exactly what we thought it was going to do, what the feedback, what he was saying the car was doing, exactly what we expected. And we thought we were in a really good place. And unfortunately, $2 part ruins the night. Oh, shit happens, right? Parts break. Sometimes that just happens in racing, right? We do this 30 weekends a year and all different types of stuff, and we win in everything we do. So it's only a matter of time before we figure out how to get up there and take out Cody.
I think a lot of the car was broken in the rear end side of things. So, I mean, pretty disappointing that just having a car that was compromised from the very get-go, which is what we're thinking, is just, I mean, that's what it felt like happened, which means there was no chance of us being competitive.
It's kind of a freak thing, and it happens. So, I mean, nothing I haven't seen before, and we'll see it again. So, it's just all part of the process.
I think that it's a miracle that this car was here. I mean, the guys worked so hard, day and night, to put this thing together. I mean, it was in pieces 4 days ago, so miracle that it even made it. It's a bummer to see all that hard work just go to something small that was missed. I mean, this is such an awesome race, especially with the Byrd history and the legacy that it carries here. And this is twice in a row now that we've had a failure at Winchester. Last time was because we were just riding a little bit too low and wore a hole in the bottom of the tail tank. And so we were hoping to get some redemption this year, but I guess third time's a charm.
His response is just as indicative of what is inside of him. If that moment elicited that kind of response, then I can be confident that when it's time to go do 4 laps to qualify at Indianapolis, then that moment's not going to be too big for him.
Everything that's gone into this, all the money, all the time, all the different people that have been involved in Nathan's career so far, you don't just do that to lose.